is an Oscar-nominated actor and director. He's appeared in numerous films, including The Shawshank Redemption, The Player, and Bob Roberts. Please welcome Tim Robbins. We have had, like, you know, it is spring break lately, and sometimes that's reflected in our audiences the last couple of weeks. But you know what's weird about it is that you'll have someone like Gore Vidal out here talking about his latest novel and deconstructionism in American history, and then he's talking for a while, and then he just absent-mindedly mentions the word beer somewhere. All right, it's okay.
All right.
Yeah. We hand out kegs before the show, all right. Now, are you, you brought up spring break.
Yeah.
You brought it up, so that means I'm allowed to
Absolutely.
talk about
I know about this.
You know about this.
I'm honored.
And you're okay with it?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm glad you're honored. You obviously have a great body of work, very respected actor.
Yes.
You've done a lot of good work.
You don't want to ever be taken too seriously, though.
Well, we're going to take care of that right now.
But this is in honor of all of the people in Fort Lauderdale and Daytona and down in Mexico that are sleeping like 8 on a living room floor on a hotel room floor right now, watching this show, drinking some beer.
Right.
This is for them.
Okay, we're going to talk about a movie that you did. What year? What was this movie?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
85, 86, something
Okay.
like that.
All right. Early in your career. You don't have the choice of what you want to do. Exactly.
No, you just basically, you either have you have a choice of delivering pizza or acting in movies.
Okay. And you take the pizza, probably, yeah. This was a movie you made called Fraternity Vacation.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Set during a spring break.
First of all, I love that title because they combine like two genres at the same. Fraternity Vacation Beer Sex.
Originally,
it's just like they're working too hard.
Originally entitled Wendell.
No, they improved it then.
When I first read the script, it was called Wendell. Yeah.
Well, maybe we should show a clip first, and then we can
I'll explain it.
Talk about this piece of work.
It's a sociological experiment.
Okay. Let's take a look at this clip. Tim Robbins in his Oscar-nominated Fraternity Vacation.
Now, let me explain. This is called snarfing.
Snarfing?
Yeah. It was invented in the cold North Country. My first college I went to was called State University of New York at Plattsburgh. It's about 20 miles from the Canadian border. It gets very cold, not much to do up there during the winter. So we invented snarfing. And there's 3 elements of snarfing. You shake the beer to get it good and, gassed up.
Yeah.
You apply it to your face, and when we invented it, it was back in the days of pull tabs, so it was actually a lot more dangerous at the time because you could actually cut your lip open pretty bad.
Yeah, kids today don't appreciate what we went through.
Yeah. There at times in life you have to take risks.
Right.
And, so that's number 2, and basically you drink most of the beer in 2 seconds, and the rest goes all over your face and your clothing. And the third thing is to smash the can into your forehead and compress it in the efforts to recycle we always have to.
I knew there'd be a message there at the end. I like how there are kids today out there who do that probably, and they don't know that it was invented by some very well-meaning, intelligent people.
Absolutely.
They just know it as getting beer all over their face and then mashing the can into their head.
It's also very much to your credit that you brought that to the movie, to Fraternity Vacation. It wasn't there originally.
My artistic contribution.
Fantastic.
You looked at the script the night before and said, wait a minute, we can make this a little better.
There's not enough content in this script. What we need is content. So, and the added attraction to snarfing is that in about 30 minutes after you have snarfed a beer, it dries on your face and wakes you up. It kind of...
Good Lord!
Yeah. So
it's all thought of by some MIT geniuses. That's great. Also, I would think not much beer probably even gets inside, but at least you look like you're completely drunk because you're covered with it.
Absolutely.
As long as you look drunk, isn't that most of the fun? All right, can you hang on one second? We must do a commercial. When we come back, more with Mr. Tim Robbins. We'll new TV dinner that they're hawking, and I don't know why you're here. Why are you here?
I'm throwing a party.
You're throwing a party.
Yeah. I'm throwing a party. I'm throwing a party out in Los Angeles next Sunday night. Mm-hmm. And this is it right here. We're having a concert. You want to get a closer on that?
I think, yeah, maybe angle it that way a little more. That's that camera can
nice
get it.
close up there.
That's a good lineup. Look who's going to this thing.
We've got Eddie Vedder and Ani DeFranco and Tom Waits, Lyle Lovett, Michelle Schock, Steve Earle, the Shrine Auditorium, next Sunday, and it's benefiting a good cause, and we all welcome you to come down. I'll be greeting people at the door, and I'll be also serving punch.
Gee, that's nice of you, Mr. Robbins.
Free punch!
What is the benefit for? You forgot to mention that.
It's for two organizations, one called Hope House, which is a community organization in New Orleans that provide after-school help for children and GED training for adults, and also a group called Murder Victims' Families for Reconciliation, which is a great group that takes victims of violence and tries to lead them towards productive kind of reconciliation.
Okay, well, this sounds like a very good cause.
Yes.
We should get people out to
and
that.
It'll be a great evening, and there's going to be some surprise guests and great combinations of talent, so it'll be really lovely. So if you're in L.A., please come down.
The Shrine Auditorium, and that's also where they do the Oscars,
That's
right?
where they're doing it. So an added benefit is it's like about 6 days after the Oscars, so if you come, there might be some jewelry laying around still on the floor.
Because that tends to happen. Are you... Are you, I mean, the Oscars, you're obviously, you're going to go, and you're rooting for...
No, I'm not going this year. I'm kind of busy with something right now.
How do you feel about, because I read this about you somewhere, that your attitude about movies today is you like the old action heroes better than the modern-day new action heroes, that you prefer the action heroes of, 20, 30 years ago. Is that right?
Well, having children, I kind of just, I yearn for the days of Mannix,
Mannix. I don't know how many people remember Mannix, but that was a very cool TV show.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't come back. Sure it will. But the thing is this, you got the last frames of a movie or a TV show, and some guys chase some criminal, and comes to the end of the show, and it's like he's got the gun on him, he's got him cornered. And now today he just like says something clever, everyone laughs, and he puts a bullet between his brain, and you see the head explode.
Right.
Now, I'm sorry, I can't imagine Barnaby Jones doing that. You know what I mean?
Barnaby Jones was an 80-year-old detective.
Yeah. Well, I can't imagine Mannix doing that.
He couldn't lift the gun,
What about...
They played action music when he drank milk in that
show. Or Ironside. Wheel me over so I can split his brain in two.
Wheel me to the left, a little more, and
then so I can cleave his head.
I think one of the things is that they're inferior marksmen, because I remember Kojak could always, he couldn't kill anybody, but he could shoot the gun out of their hand every time.
Yeah.
And then it was Que Sera Baby or something.
Well, they went to pains back then not to be so violent.
Movie detective training school has completely forgotten that lesson, how to shoot a gun out of a hand.
Right.
You probably do that, and it's just as bad most of the time. It's just really messy and violent.
Oh, God.
Well, this is a good cause. Not in our name. Dead Man Walking. The concert is March 29th at 7 o'clock p.m. at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles, and people should turn out for that, because that's a very cool thing to do. And thank you very much for coming by.
Oh, my pleasure.
A real pleasure to finally get you on the program.
Yes,
thank you for doing it. Tim Robbins, everyone.